go, Michael. Here we are. We're sitting together, waiting, planning, doing number 8. We're up to number 8. Holy cow, this is the first time we're addressing one of the most important dates in our history, and we're doing it as a tribute to the veterans, to people that are the real heroes, the real fighters in this country. And we've got Boots on the Ground New York, amazing organization that serves well-deserved veterans who are forgotten about, that need help, that have issues, and we've got so much support on our show.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we've had some fighters that are active duty or retired.
We have some active Marines and Navy vets, Army vets that are going to be competing on the card that we're looking forward to. We have a deep card, looking about 20 fights right now, 4 title fights. Some of our best champions coming out. We've got Najib Jones coming back defending that title after a little bit of a hiatus. He's fighting Ryan Hardy Evans. Both these guys go a million miles an hour forward, always looking for the finishes, so it's a lot of fun. As you mentioned, we got Boots on the Ground. The show's benefiting the Wounded Warrior Foundation as well. We're big supporters of our troops and our men and women in uniform. As I was telling Tom just the other day, these men and women fight for us, so it's only fair that for one night we fight for them.
We also have a former UFC fighter who, because of the nature of our show, benefiting our veterans, is stepping up and doing a grappling match against another pro fighter. It's Chris Cope versus Jesse McBroom.
I've been doing a grappling match, submission only, against Jesse McBroom. I'm retired now from mixed martial arts, but I'm gonna like to still get in there and mix it up and get in there and get some grappling on.
Hey, what's up? My name's Jesse McBroom. I'm doing the super fight grappling match with Chris Cope for NYFE. It's for a good cause, Boots on the Ground for our veterans and the guys who serve. My father was a Marine, my uncle, a lot of guys in my family were Navy men, Marines. My brother was in the Marines, he did for 6 years. So I'm pro for the veterans and for our country, man. I bleed red, white, and blue. And Tom Scons and Mike Washington, great guys. They got a great promotion. And so it's one pro fighter against another pro fighter who've both been around the block, and it's going to be a good match, a good super fight grappling match. So come check it out, NYFE 8, all right? I'm getting a W, by the way.
That means a lot to us when people really give of themselves, and I think that's what is making this show very, very special and very close to home for me.
Right, absolutely. I mean, New York can stop us from putting on the pro shows, but we're going to continue on putting on the highest level production amateur events, with high level grappling matches with some of your favorite fighters you've seen on the TV in the UFC and in Bellator. If they can't compete in MMA, they'll take kickboxing fights or grappling fights on New York Fight Exchange. And together we'll just continue to raise that bar, put on the best fights, like I said before, for our fans, and continue raising awareness to the great people on Boots on the Ground, New York. It's a great organization we're working with, very closely with, and potential is limitless.
I like the New York Fight Exchange a lot. I mean, when I was up and coming, when I first started fighting, it wasn't legalized in California yet, so we had to basically fight down in Tijuana, Mexico. But for the most part, this amateur league, they run that show like a professional show. So even though these guys are only getting a couple fights on their belt, I mean, they're really fighting under a show that most professionals don't even fight under a stage like that. So they're getting a lot of publicity, and they're really blowing it up. And then when it does get legalized in New York, New York Fight Exchange will be right there, ready to go.
Boots on the Ground New York is a veteran members group. What we did is we founded this a couple years ago just to try to keep veterans connected. We visit hospitals. We visit the VA hospital up here in Northport. We visit the VA hospital down in Bethesda. And pretty much what we try to let veterans know is that we appreciate their service. We try to keep them connected. We operate a Veterans Activity Center right over here in Ronkonkoma. In there, what we do is we house support groups, PTSD support groups. We house a food pantry, a furniture pantry, 12-step programs when the guys get hooked on medications through the VA, and we just do a lot of volunteer work there. We've learned a lot with the vets is that if we can get guys into volunteering, they feel they put something back in them they had in the service. Our motto is leaving no veteran behind, and that's what we do. That's what we live by. We make sure every veteran feels appreciated. We make sure every veteran knows we have their back, and we keep them connected. If we keep them connected, we'll keep them alive. Any veteran that needs anything, whether he needs someone to talk to, whether he needs food, he just needs someone to listen to him, could reach out to us. Our phone number is 631-615-2200, or our website is www.bootsonthegroundny.com. NYFE.com, and we'll get right back in touch with you, and we'll bring you on board, and we'll talk.